Hey guys, it's the... Wait a second. This isn't an art video. This is a college presentation. Dun, dun, dun. I'm anonymous on the internet, but I'm the blue-haired, edgy teenager in the front row on the side, next to the two pretty ladies and my cool dude friend. He was actually supposed to get me some takeout because I showed him how to do the audio files professionally. I wonder if he actually got the food for me. Okay, now, on to the actual video. This is a college presentation about 2D animation and the job of animators. Now, to describe animating is kind of difficult since there are many kinds of jobs an animator can do. Firstly, 2D animators have to design characters, and this can take a few hours to a few days for a basic character design. Then it could even take weeks or even months to get the backstory perfected. Then there's storyboarding, which is a basic sketch concept for a scene. After they create a sketch concept for a scene, then we draw each frame for every scene. Every single frame is drawn. So you have to be artistic and creative to keep up with this, and you also must be patient enough to get everything done and concentrate for long periods of time. If you're a freelancing animator or even an animator who edits their own things, you have to have a fantastic knowledge of IT skills to be able to get the frames synced with the sounds. Now, on to the knowledge and skill sets required. For knowledge, you have to know about Adobe and a ton of their products like Flash, Photoshop, Illustrator, and Freehand. This helps a lot with professional workplaces because they get discounts when they're used. Also, they need knowledge of art and artistic expression, so that you'll have the skills for creating frames, then inking and coloring them. Animators are extremely responsible. They line and color all the frames from your favorite animated movies or cartoons. They storyboard and design all your favorite characters. They create websites and help video game creators. They help create advertisements and even making videos like this one. One of the hardest things they have to do is creating settings and backgrounds. I mean, who wants to create a room? I mean, character design is so much more fun. Work environments for animators is kind of relaxing, but you could hurt your back if you don't stretch often. We have to sit at a desk over a drawing tablet of some sort, carefully storyboarding, drawing the frames, or even designing characters. Our typical day is communicating with other animators working on the same project or even working together with the directors themselves to help get all the details of the animation down. Now, here's the saddest part. Even though the films or shows aired get millions of dollars, us animators may only get $48,000 a year if you have 10 years of experience. Animators with a lot of experience but not yet 10 years can only make $30,000 to $34,000 a year. Entry-level jobs of most animation studios can only allow you to make barely $16,000 and $20,000 at the most. And this is on a yearly basis. The job outlook for animators is actually quite decent though. It's 6%, which is average. And freelancing online is always in high demand. The internet is a vast place where you can get tons and tons of demand for your stuff. It is hard to find a job posting asking for an animator because people usually go to the animator themselves rather than posting online about it so that they can find out what kind of art style that they're getting. But I did find one job posting. The title is Motion Graphics Specialist and the location is in downtown Chicago Loop. That's kind of far where I am though. The hourly pay is $27 to $34 an hour. For animators, it's probably not much because we do a lot less hours than other people. Just to get one thing done, it could take up to 8 hours for 5 seconds to be fully done. I mean, I know I'm animating something else for my channel right now and it's been over 2 weeks and I still haven't gotten it done and it's only a 35-second thing. Ah! It's insane! But, moving on. Courses within an animation major. A lot of schools probably don't have 2D animation as a major because it's quite specific and it's usually just computer animation instead of 2D animation. And they are very different. Computer animation is the 3D animation that you saw with the smashing box hit of the Emoji Movie. That was sarcasm if you couldn't tell. It got 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. And Computer animation isn't hand-drawn, although if you are going to do 2D animation, courses are recommended like any sort of digital art classes, video editing classes, and general animation classes, since you don't know if you're going to be assigned a movie animation as a concept artist, because you can't do concepts without an artist first who does concepts. A lot of you probably think I'm just speaking gibberish. Here's the reality check, though. This job might not be able to stay in my lifestyle if it's my only job, which is why I plan on selling regular art commissions and being a freelance animator. Then I might be able to sustain my lifestyle because I'd be getting more money than just that $16,000 a year the first few years I'm there. Freelancing animators can work anywhere, really. If you want to work for a big company, then you'll probably need to move to a larger movie central city like LA or New York. The perks of animating? That's easy. I get to draw for a living and follow my dreams, and I get to create worlds and be creative all the time. But the setbacks of animating are kind of depressing. If you draw for a living, you can get something called art burnout, and your creativity can falter, and you might start to hate drawing after a long time. It can cause a lot of artists to despise what they do. And we also get a ton of overtime when we get close to a deadline. But this job is actually good for me because I found out that I have high emotional intelligence and creative successful intelligence. This means that I'll be able to understand my employer's concepts better, and they'll be able to add onto their concepts with my help and suggestions, and I can help them flesh out the entire world that they made. I also found out that I'm a thinker on the personality spectrum and that I'm intrapersonal. This can make it easier for me to think about editing the animation frames in an actual video and allow me to spend time by myself working diligently the whole time. I found that I learn best by watching and doing, which is very good for animating because it means that I can watch a short, storyboarded idea and create something around it. My final evaluation of being a 2D animator is that this job will be fantastic for me. I will get to learn how to become better with my art and follow my dreams. My artistic capacity, I'm smart, I can speak. My artistic capacity will grow, and I'll finally be able to allow myself to be happy with doing what makes me feel alive. I'm excited for the future I will have with this career.